Saint Michael, Archangel, Dedication. The lesson is taken from the sermons of Pope St. Gregory the Great. We say that there are 9 orders of angels, for, by the witness of the Holy Word, we know that there be angels, archangels, mights, powers, principalities, dominions, thrones, cherubim, and seraphim. Nearly every page of the Holy Word witnesseth that there be angels and archangels. The books of the prophets, as is well known, do oftentimes make mention of cherubim and seraphim. Paul, writing to the Ephesians, counteth up the names of 4 orders, where he saith, "The Father of glory raised Christ from the dead, and set him at his own right hand in the heavenly places, far above all principality, and power, and might, and dominion, and every name that is named, not only in this world, but also in that which is to come." And the same, again, writing to the Colossians, saith, "By the Son were all things created, that are in heaven, and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones, or dominions, or principalities, or powers. All things were created by him and for him." If, then, we add the thrones to the 4 orders of which he spake unto the Ephesians, we have 5 orders. And when we add unto them the angels and the archangels, the cherubim and the seraphim, we find that the orders of angels are beyond all doubt 9. But we must know that the word angel is the designation, not of a nature, but of an office. Those holy spirits in the heavenly fatherland are always spirits, but they may no wise be always called angels, which is, being interpreted, messengers, for they are angels only when they are sent as messengers. Hence also it is said by the psalmist, "Who maketh spirits thine angels as if it were, of them who are always with him as spirits, he doth some whiles make use as messengers." They who go on the lesser messages are called angels, they who go on the greater archangels. Hence it is that unto the Virgin Mary was sent no common angel, but the Archangel Gabriel. For the delivery of this, the highest message, it was meet that there should be sent the highest angel. Their individual names also are so given as to signify the kind of ministry wherein each is powerful. Michael signifieth who is like unto God, Gabriel, the strength of God, and Raphael, the medicine of God. As often as anything very mighty is to be done, we see that Michael is sent, that by that very thing, and by his name, we may remember that none is able to do as God doth. Hence that old enemy whose pride hath puffed him up to be fain to be like unto God, even he who said, "I will ascend unto heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will be like the Most High," this old enemy, when at the end of the world he's about to perish in the last death, having no strength but his own, is shown unto us a fighting with Michael the Archangel, even as saith John, "There was war in heaven, Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels." Unto Mary is sent Gabriel, whose name is interpreted the strength of God, for he came to herald the appearing of him who was content to appear lowly that he might fight down the powers of the air. Raphael, also, as we have said, signifieth the medicine of God, and it is the name of him who touched as a physician the eyes of Tobias, and cleared away his blindness. Amen. The lesson is taken from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. In illo tempore. At the time, came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" And so on. Homily by St. Jerome, priest at Bethlehem. After the finding of the piece of money in the fish's mouth, after the payment of the tribute, what meaneth this sudden question of the apostles? Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? They had seen that the same tribute money was paid for Peter as for the Lord, and from this equality of reckoning they gathered that Peter was prince of all the apostles, seeing that he had been appraised at the same price as his master. Therefore they ask, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" And Jesus, seeing their thoughts, and understanding wherefore they erred, is fain to take away the desire of glory by the love of lowliness. Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off, and cast them from thee, for it must needs be that offences come, but woe to that man by whom the offence cometh, because by his sin he maketh, and maketh to be his own work, that which must needs be in the world. Away, then, with every affection and every kinship, lest thy love should throw a stumbling block before a single believer. Be there any, saith he, who is as near to thee as thine hand, thy foot, or thine eye, useful, careful, far-seeing, but who lieth a stumbling block before thee, and whose diverse way of life may draw thee to hell, it is better for thee to lose such an one, and thy worldly happiness with him, than to live surrounded by them that are near and needful to thee, and to pile up unto thyself damnation. I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father. Above, he had said that every tie of kinship or of convenience which might become a stumbling block, albeit close and needful as hand, or foot, or eye, was to be cut off, but here he softeneth the hardness of that precept, take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. Hardness, saith he, I command not, save as teaching tenderness withal. In heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father. Oh, how great is the dignity of souls, whereof every one hath from its birth an angel appointed to guard it. Hence, we read in the Revelation of John, unto the angel of the church of Ephesus, and so of the others, write. And the Apostle Paul also, saith, the woman that is, in the church ought to have a covering on her head, because of the angels. Amen. Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater, et Filius, et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen.